Hello everyone, it is Haxer Forever. Today we're going
Is
to
it?
be finishing a review of Avast for Antivirus. I'm joined by Reagan, as you may have heard.
Apologies.
So yeah, we have our pack of malware on the desktop, and we have 622 files. Yep, 622 files. So let's go ahead and we will do a right-click scan malware um, scan on this particular file, and we will come back when the scan's finished. We'll see how many files we have detected out of this pack of 622 samples. So we'll be right back. All right, we're back. That was an extremely fast scan. Wow,
I'm impressed.
that was really fast. I'm amazed. So let's go ahead and set this to delete everything. Um, it detected quite a bit, actually. Let's go ahead and press apply. We'll delete all this stuff off. It might take a second for this to delete it all. I think it just scanned. Yeah, it's just scanned, and it's gonna take a while for it to. Oh, actually, no, it's gonna be really fast for cleaning it too. Jeez, it's deleting them real quick. Well, actually, it's slowed down now. I think it's having some issues with the worms. There's only a few files left, so it should only take a few more seconds for it to kill these off. Is it gonna delete them? No. Yes. How many files are left? Oh wow, 5 items.
Hmm.
That's amazing. Those are 0-day samples, and it found every single one except for 5 items, which I think those actually 5 items are still in here.
That's pretty good.
I don't know.
For free software, I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah, I'm surprised. That's actually really good. Well, I mean, they do have paid software too, so that is understandable that they would have good signatures for their free stuff.
Yeah, fair point.
They do share the signatures after all. So, I'm guessing this is still trying to remove something, so I won't actually go in and run anything in the moment. But um, I guess we'll come back when it's finished removing, or just gives me an error message or something. I guess we'll come back whenever says it's done. So we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. So yeah, it left 5 items inside of the folder. That was it. So we'll go ahead and we will turn on the shields, and we will see what Avast does about these 5 items in this folder, if any of them actually still work. They should. So let's run this one. Let me pull up Process Explorer here. That one's in memory. 5 out of 55 detection rate. It's apparently verified by the Beijing Rising Information Technology Corporation Limited. Wow, that is the longest name for a company I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy.
That's a mouthful. Rising.dat. Okay, it's loaded a DAT file into memory. That's detected, and the DAT file is using memory apparently. Okay. That's starting a setup exe. Alrighty, so that we'll leave that one in memory. I think it's actually going to pop up something because it has a pop-up window exe here. Huh. It hasn't done anything. I can see. So yeah, I guess that one that did make it through, so we'll go on to the next one. We'll run this one, see what it does. It's in memory. And it's doing stuff in the background as well. It terminated and then it copied itself over to something else. Or downloaded something else in the background. It ran and then it did whatever it was going to do, and I guess it just self-terminated. So that one was gone now. This one's still in memory. That just registered something to the registry. Rising antivirus. Huh. Wonder what this is. Rising antivirus. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
What is this? Is this some kind of fake antivirus? Sure, enable the shields. I don't know what. Can I open this? Is it gonna. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm assuming this is some kind of like fake antivirus of some sort. It looks very, very poor. My God. This interface from this fake antivirus is ugly as all hell. Sure, please repair my computer. Yes, repair my defenses. you gonna charge me for repairing my defenses? Yeah, I think so. Okay, well, let's go ahead and run the next one. Get this out of the way if I can. Okay,
Threat
it
has
got
been
one.
detected.
So, malware 67. So was that the one I just ran? Yeah, that was just the run that was the one I just ran. So it made it into memory for a split second, and then Avast killed it. So, alright, so that one's gone. So that one's blocked. So that did pretty good on that. I'm not going to do the boot time scan at the moment because it doesn't seem necessary, considering it doesn't really have, it should have just blocked it straight up. Like, I don't think that would be necessary to do a boot time scan. Let's go ahead and run this one. That one's
Threat has
dead.
been detected.
That one got murdered. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, nothing has happened yet. And there it goes.
Threat has been detected.
So that one was blocked. It's getting these on file rep malware, so apparently they're being detected by reputation-based detection system. So the only two that actually still were running are these two. They're not really doing too much. Actually, I think they completely killed themselves. Oh no, yeah, there's this stuff here. This fake antivirus. That's right. That came from this thing, didn't it? Restore Rising software. What is this little thing here? Rising.cn. Or rising.com.cn. Repair RS09. Okay. Yaka.com. I guess it's a search engine of some sort. It looks to be that like that web page was dead. So, alrighty. Yeah. So yeah, that it did pretty well. That's pretty good. Um. Let's see. What was We had 5 files left out of what was it? 622? Yeah. So we had 5 files left. And then 3 of those were detected. So there's 2 left. So we had 2 files left. So what do you think, Reagan? Should we go ahead and calculate the detection rate with what was left in the folder after the scan, or should we go ahead and just say what's left now?
Probably after the scan, I figure.
Yeah, but it did actually detect those 3 ones after I ran them. Of course, it detected
That's a
them
fair
based on
point.
file reputation rather than signatures. But I mean, yeah, we'll go ahead and go with the two that were left. So it's probably gonna have like a 99% detection rate at this point, I think, something like that. I'll pull up the calculator real quick. Even with the 5 files, it wouldn't really change much. So we had 622 files minus wait, hold on, I'll try to think. Okay, hold on. So 622 minus 5 divided by 622. That's a 99% detection ratio. And that's with the 5 files. So with the 2 files, hold on. So let me do with the 2 files here. So 622 minus 2 divided by 622. Wait, did I do that wrong? I think I did that wrong. Oh, yeah, I did do that wrong. Hold on. 622 minus 2 divided by 622. Enter. 99.67% detection ratio. So, yeah. The Avast did a really good job. Wow, that's pretty good for what it is. But for antivirus, definitely. That's really good. Although I do have to say that it's potentially unwanted program blocking needs to be enabled by default because I mean I understand why it's not because some of this stuff might actually be wanted, but definitely if you haven't seen the prevention part of this test on Avast, you should probably go ahead and go watch that. But yeah, all around, I think it did a really good job. Actually, I think it was quite good. So yeah, um, Avast did quite a great job. I'm truly surprised. I mean, aside from this little fake antivirus here, this is doesn't really seem like it's any kind of malware. It just seems like it's just more of a spam program than anything. It's just kind of like it's a fake antivirus, definitely, yeah. But it doesn't seem like it's actually doing anything really major, and it isn't even detected by anything, which is surprising. I don't even know if it's actually fake. It might actually be real antivirus or something. I'm not particularly certain.
It's like baby's first antivirus.
Yeah, it's like
Following the tutorial.
some kind of like really obscure antivirus. I don't know if it's real or not, actually, to be honest. It doesn't have a detection rate, and it is verified by these Beijing guys. So I don't know. It could be legitimate. I'm not particularly certain. Maybe we'll have to test this if it is actually legitimate. Maybe this will be a future video. We'll have to see. It would help if I could actually read most of the stuff in the interface, though, like this here. I can't. I don't know. I honestly don't even know if this is legitimate or not. So we'll have to just we'll see what we can do about figuring out if this is a legitimate program or not, and we'll come back to that on that. But yeah, about a 99% detection ratio. So that's really good. So yeah, Avast did an absolutely amazing job in the prevention and 0-day removal stuff, and especially their paid program would even be better because it has a little bit more features. I think it actually has a full sandbox mode. This has just like a neutered version of the sandboxing, like a behavioral based thing, sort of. I'm not exactly sure how its detection works in that particular aspect.
I feel like they like report what kind of things it's doing to their cloud thing, and they just
Yeah.
like match it up against like known samples, behaviors.
That might be what it is. I'm not sure actually what they're doing, but it is a little bit flawed in some ways. But I mean, if you're doing, if you're an average user and you go on, YouTube all the time, or you just use average web browsing, this is a really good antivirus for you. I mean, especially if you're, tight on a budget and you don't want to spend a lot of money on, an application to protect you. Not everyone wants
We're
to go out
talking
and-
we're talking about Advast, not Rising Antivirus, by the way.
No, I know.
You almost confused me there.
No, I know. No, not Rising Antivirus. We're definitely talking about Avast. Yeah, Avast has done a really good job with this particular test. Let me pull up the correct interface so we don't confuse
Thank you.
anybody. Um, so yeah, Avast did a really great job, and yeah, like I said, if you're just an average user and you're searching the internet or whatever, and you just occasionally might stumble upon some malware or something on the internet, this will definitely do whatever you need it to do. I mean, even if you got kids, this would be a great program for them. It's just the only thing you might have an issue with is the potentially unwanted program stuff. But I mean, you can just go ahead and turn on that setting in the settings, and it might even cause it to be better. I just particularly test this stuff on default settings because of their particular. Because a lot of people don't actually even bother configuring this stuff. I'm just trying to go off the average user, if they're web browsing, what's going to happen. So yeah, that's basically it for Avast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like if you liked the video, dislike if you disliked it, and subscribe for more reviews in the future. I'm gonna see if I can pump out as many reviews as possible in the next coming weeks before Christmas and stuff. Antivirus might be a great thing to give somebody for the holidays.
Especially free ones. It's best.
For antiviruses, you might get a little bit of lump of coal in your stocking on that one, but yeah, definitely. Who can beat protection for Christmas? So, I mean, if you really
It's
need
just
some
like getting
protection,
someone
there's
a pack
plenty
of
of other things you
condoms.
could also buy as well that could be good for protection. But
Click my Amazon referral link to buy condoms. Actually, let's put that in the description.
no, let's not.
I'll get one.
Oh God. Well, anyway,
Alright,
no.
see you guys
So,
later.
yeah, we'll see you later. So yeah, well, I'll try to have another review out. Hopefully, maybe I'll get lucky and we'll have another one out tonight. Most likely we'll have one out tomorrow, but we're probably going to try to go ahead and make one tonight as well. Another one for tonight because we're pretty early and we got a little bit of time left. So
Early. It's 2 in the morning here.
well, it's 11 p.m. for me, so I said early. It's early for us in that particular aspect. So yeah, we'll see you next time, everybody. Hope you enjoyed.
Bye.
Bye-bye.